Hey everyone, thanks for listening to Sex with Emily. On today's show, I'm joined by Kandi Burruss, star of the popular Real Housewives of Atlanta and creator of the female-centric bedroom candy line. I've got Menace here. Oh God, you're going to love this show. Thanks for listening. You know how I'm always encouraging you to get a little more adventurous in the bedroom? Well, our friends at Sport Cheats, you know, the ones who pioneered easy-to-use bondage gear, have just released the perfect products for your next adventure, the all-new Midnight line. Midnight is a collection of sophisticated, playful, and adventurous accessories like lace cuffs, blindfolds, and one of our favorites, a lace collar and leash. Hey, producer Madison, remember that time I led you around the trade show wearing one? How was that for you?
You know, surprisingly good. It's really comfy. I liked it more than I thought I would.
I know, right? Fun for everyone. Want to turn up the adventure dial a little more? No problem. Midnight has a whole selection of high-quality nipple clamps that not only feel amazing, but are really beautiful, too. Hey, producer Madison, remember that Just kidding. Okay, don't underestimate a little nipple play. Trust me. Each item in the Midnight collection is made from the highest quality materials. Everything is nicely weighted and feels amazing to use. These are really the perfect way to bring a little special twist to your sexy playtime. Sport Cheats has been keeping couples connected for more than 20 years, and the Midnight collection is their latest masterpiece. To check out this or any of the other fun Sport Cheat products, click the Sport Cheats banner on my website or visit sportcheats.com. That's SportSheets.com.
Into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Hey, Emily, you got a boyfriend? Because my man E here, he just got his heart broken. He thinks you're kind of cute.
A girl's got to have her standards. Oh, my.
Do women know about shrinkage?
Isn't it common knowledge?
What do you mean, like laundry? It shrinks?
Can we not talk about sex so much?
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, it feels so good.
Being bad feels pretty good. But you know, Emily's not the kind of girl you just play with.
You're listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information, go to sexwithemily.com. Have you not been there lately? Oh my God, you got to check it out. You guys know we are updating with amazing content all day, every day, so you can have better sex, just like this show. And we make it easier than ever to subscribe. You can subscribe to everything, our newsletter, social media, which is Sex with Emily across the board. And most importantly, subscribe to the podcast. We love that, and we love hearing from you. And you can also shop the store. God, there's so much happening. I'm excited for the show. Hello, Menace.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm great. How you been?
I have been great, traveling all over San Francisco, our old hometown.
Yeah?
Where else have I been? I don't even know.
So
anyways, yeah, I'm going to go do some more traveling. But thank you, everybody that's been embracing the new station that I'm on in St. Louis, Alt 1049. Tune in Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m. And also here in Los Angeles, The Woody Show on Alt 98.7. So many Sex with Emily listeners, they listen to both shows. It's crazy.
I know. I love that, right? They get a little sex, they get a little medicine in the morning.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
Whatever it is that you do.
We got to get you back on the show.
I want to come on the show. That was fun. I want to still, your chick there, she had an orgasm yet or what?
No, she hasn't. She needs you to save her.
Okay,
and
Kandi, let's just bring Kandi in. We got
Kandi.
If you don't know Kandi, because if you've been living under a rock, which is totally fine, there's a lot going on in the world today. But Kandi is amazing. She has Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yes, Real Housewives.
For what, 9th season right now?
Well, it's been on for 9 seasons, but I've been on for 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I came in on season 2.
Okay, I feel like you've been there. You're like the most memorable. I mean, I don't know. As I think about you, I think about Real Housewives of Atlanta, singer, songwriter, acclaimed music producer, killer businesswoman. Congratulations to you.
Thank
Just keeps
you.
growing and growing and kicking ass. And you're a returning guest to the show. You were on about 5-6 years ago. We were in San Francisco at the time, and you were just launching your beautiful bedroom candy line, which is funny because I always joke. It's actually real, but I joke about it because people probably don't believe me that I literally have like storage units filled with just sex toys. I get very nostalgic about them. But I remember you brought me, it was like 5 products. It was the lipstick.
Yep.
It was so beautiful. You had really great products. And now you have like 1,000 products. Like, I'm exaggerating.
It's
but
really grown.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've grown so much since when we first started. Like, I can't even believe it myself sometimes when I look at all the products that we have and everything we're doing.
I know. It's pretty. And then you have, you've just like mobilized troops around the country.
Yeah. Well, we have Bedroom Candy boutique consultants. So basically, people who will come to you and bring the parties. You just invite your guests, and then we just help you have a great party. So that's and then of course we have the products there for you to check them out and learn more about them. It's fun.
I love that. We're going to get more into that later, because I would just love to hear about that, because I feel like. Well, the reason why we just dived into this, because we're saying sex is people want more information about sex. Mm-hmm. We got the podcast. People can listen to. Where else do people go for sex information? I'm not sure where they go besides here. You might.
This is where you get the truth. I mean, if it's on TV, it's kind of edited. You don't really have anything out there,
right? And it's like wherever you go, like literally, like I just was getting a facial before, which is why my face is super red. If you might probably were not thinking that, but I'm just saying. But she was like, I never met her. I'm like, I'm super red. But she said to me. And it just, you probably get this too. She's like, wait, you do what? Can I ask you a question? And everyone's got a question. Yeah. And she was like, my libido just isn't what it was. I'm like, okay, well, you're asking me one of the top, 5 questions I get, probably every single day. And it's just, here she is like, a nurse. She's been, she lives in LA. But there's really, people don't feel comfortable talking about it. There's not a lot of places to go for it. So what I love about the parties that you do is that it is like women coming together and they're sitting and they're talking and it's comfortable.
Yeah, it's very comfortable. And then, a lot of people don't even understand, like a majority of women haven't even had an orgasm ever. So to be able to, get tips from, a group of your friends that you feel comfortable with, or, you have this consultant there to answer any questions that you may have and tell you the right products that can help you get it.
Exactly.
Well,
so,
if you watch Kandi on television, she's never been shy about talking about sex.
Of course, that's like my favorite subject.
Yeah.
Right? I love that. So for people who don't know, maybe they haven't watched, or how did you get into that, Housewives?
Actually, Derek J. I don't know if you guys know him. He used to. I think they had him when Kim Zolciak used to be on. He used to do her hair for her sometimes. But he used to do my hair too. But he was a friend of mine, and he had told me, he was like, "Yeah, they looking for new housewives." Yeah. He was like, "I'm gonna tell them your name because they need somebody with their own money." And I was like, "Huh? What are you talking about?" So that's how it all began.
Okay.
He introduced me to them, and I guess they wanted to interview me, and they chose me, and I was like, okay, cool. But I had no idea that this was really going to be something that I would do for so long. I just was like, oh, okay, it might be cool.
I'm down for a show.
And you still like doing it? The shooting part is not it, but we just did.
No, it could be intense.
Yeah, because this is what I want to ask you. I'm sure it's very stressful to live through everything twice.
Exactly.
Because it's crazy in the moment, and then it gets put on television, and then you got to wait, and then everybody else has their feedback, and they're chiming in. So you have to live through everything like that. Yeah. And then the media and, every, entertainment blog and all that kind of stuff has to chime in, and then they wait for you to respond and things like that.
Yeah, it's very stressful, especially when you're the person who has, a big drama or something bad or crazy happens. It's like, you dealing with it at that moment, and then you have to deal with it again when it airs, and then you have to deal with it again when we review it at the reunion.
At the reunion shows, right? Yeah, and you're like, it will never die. Like usually you just have drama with someone and you heal and it's gone. But
and everyone twists everything that you say.
Yes, they do.
Everything.
Yeah, we're not at your level at all. You're at a much higher level of like the people that have the eyes on everything that you say. But even at this level, it's just like any little tiny thing, you'll get a tweet about how you're a horrible person.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I can't even read them. We do our best.
It hurts. I tell you to delete the emails all the time.
I know.
Really?
I delete them.
They say crazy stuff to you?
Not as bad. Honestly, like, she pronounced that word right. What do people say?
How can they hate on sex?
People hate on everything. Come on. People like to hate on everything. But I got to say, for doing this for 11 years, I don't think we don't get a ton of hate. But I'm also not interacting in a way with there's like drama. I'm like trying to help you all have goddamn orgasms during intercourse if you can, or talk to your partner about sex. So there's not. But every once in a while, people are like, slow down, you talk too fast, or whatever it is. But you know, that
just
kind
random
of stuff.
Random.
We were gonna do we do a little sex in the news, little segment here. Which I had a very warm spot in my heart about this one. That we're just doing that menace. It reminded me of you.
Okay, what?
So
I'm sure it's bad.
So, Kandi, little background is that we were saying that I started this podcast when you came in, like in 2005, and I really was just doing it because I was, like I said, had the best sex of my life. I mean, it got better by then, but I thought there's got to be a place like where we could all learn from each other, and I just started interviewing people about their sex lives or relationships. So I started a podcast in my living room, and then 6 months later, I get a call from CBS Radio in San Francisco. They were starting this station called Free FM. It was FM Talk, and they said, "Do you want to do your show live?" I was like, "Sure." You know, I've never done that, but wow, that wasn't even a goal, but I'll go in. And so what I didn't know was that there's not a lot, FCC regulations. There's a lot of stuff you can't say on the radio.
Yeah.
So my first show or my second show was about masturbation. Well, this kid Menace was starting out. He was
I was in control of the dump button. You know
the
what
dump
that is.
button.
Oh,
Menace
okay,
was
yeah.
this was 11 years ago. So Menace was like sleeping at the station, building his way up. Now
Yeah.
he's on billboards in LA, and he's grown up. But proud of him. But the show, I was like, well, what do you mean I can't say masturbation? They're like, no, like once every 15 minutes, maybe, but you got to come up with some other words for it, like euphemisms. So we started doing now there is our sex in the news story has to do with masturbation euphemisms.
Oh,
Warm
nice.
spot in my
Cool.
heart. That's the background. Here are the greatest masturbation euphemisms from around the world. Here in America, we're pretty creative with our masturbation euphemisms. As you've probably noticed, this is probably because there are literally no synonyms for masturbation. So here's what they say in other countries. Sweden, wax the salami. Russia, greeting the unemployed.
What?
Can you somehow break
what?
this down for me?
I have no idea
Never
about
heard
that
that.
one. Yeah.
Romania, shake hands with the president.
I like that.
Are you like, hey, babe, I got to go. I'm just going to go shake hands with the president. Like, that's not even sexy. I don't even know. Finland, to play the leather bassoon. Would they be okay with that on CBS Radio? They totally would have been fine. Japan, 1,000 rubs. France, milk the cow.
Oh, that's
Okay.
normal.
Thailand, pulling on a kite string.
So on terrestrial radio, we can't say blowjob. So what we say is mouth party. She was
That's
giving me a
party.
mouth party.
I like
Right,
it.
that's
Yeah,
good. That's
yeah.
good. But see, on Loveline, that was after
Yeah.
Loveline. We were able to. I was, Loveline. I was the last 4 years I was hosting it. When I moved to LA, it just went off the air after 35 years.
But what I try to explain
we
to
could
you,
say blowjobs.
you can't say blowjobs when you have somebody, a doctor like Dr. Drew. Like you can get away with saying things like
But
that.
you
on
say
the
mouth
radio.
party, which actually it is a mouth party for some. For
Yeah,
others,
it is
not
a
so
mouth
much.
party.
It's a mouth
Yeah.
party.
For
I
others,
like it.
I like
Yeah.
blowjobs too. Is
I
that what
like
you mean?
blowjobs, but I
Oh,
like
you like mouth
party.
party.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do. It's a mouth party.
So,
Come on, let's have a mouth
So
party.
in Atlanta, I mean, every different city has their own, type of slang. What would you say if? Is there anything out there that we don't know about?
That's what I'm trying to think. Is there?
I mean, it doesn't
anything?
have to be masturbation.
I mean,
like-
you mean like pop your cherry? Or,
I don't know.
dang, like my mind is going blank right
Dude,
now.
that's
Don't
fine.
worry.
How are they?
That's what happens to me when I get put on the spot.
Yeah, it's
that.
like,
Sorry,
I
you know,
my
hate
bad.
being put on the
Think of
spot.
anything.
Don't put me on the spot. But so anyway, that was a little news because it reminded me of you. But so my question is, what about though when you said you've always been to sex?
Oh wait,
Oh,
Okay.
the box.
The box?
Yeah, your vagina is the box.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
box.
yeah.
Everybody know that.
yeah, totally.
That's normal, right?
That
Oh
is
yeah,
normal,
no, it
yeah.
is.
Oh,
And
okay.
isn't there one like the beatbox or beat in the box or
No.
boppity-
No, that's actual like a
Yeah,
the
beatbox.
beatbox?
Beat.
But isn't
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
I know
I'll
it's a
give
music
you.
thing.
I'll give you a G if you beatbox right now.
But isn't there? But isn't there a box
Yeah.
euphemism that we've done in our list of you? I don't know. It is called a box though.
it
Sure
is.
thing.
It's hot.
How is it though? So you've always been open to sex. So on the do you feel like how is it greeted by your like family, friends? You feel like you have to. I mean, now you're so out there now. I know.
Well, I mean, as far as like, I feel like my family over in general, like on my mom's side of family, everybody's always been open minded. Like we used to, when I was younger, like not way younger, but like
Right.
you know, by the time I was 20, like we would have strippers come over for the birthday parties and baby showers and stuff like that.
So you've
you know?
always been okay, right?
Yeah, so it
Just
was
like
never
my
like
house.
a big
Yeah.
deal.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
That's you know what you got. If someone needs that person in the group, that's always
Yeah.
open. Were you always that? Were
And
you
then,
that
like-
girl though, like helping your friends?
Oh no, yeah, I definitely was that girl. Like I was the fast when that, I was always looking at the nasty movies early. You know how when your cable box you could like wiggle
lines.
something in
Yeah.
there, kind of like straighten up the channel, like
Right.
get
Yeah,
the
yeah,
lines.
yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, we used to try to look at the porn channels or whatever.
the scrambled
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and my friends, and we at one point when I moved out of my mom's house, we used to have like all our friends used to bring the new porn videos over.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, did
Oh,
you see
damn.
this one? It was-
What?
Yeah, I was the
Like
worst.
in a group of friends? Or
Yeah,
what?
well, like if you had a porn, like you could tell your friends about it or whatever, and we used to talk about. I used to know all the great nasty jokes,
Right.
or any type of tip that I had heard, like, oh, if you get some like halls or whatever,
Right.
and you give head, it's
Right.
the bomb.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you guys have any stuff like that in your line? Like flavored. You guys have like a lot
Yes.
of right. Can we talk like flavored lubes and stuff? Right.
But
That
Oh
do
yeah,
that-
we got flavored
Yeah.
lubes. We have our nipple and we call it kiss and tingle, but it's like
Oh.
different flavored like creams you can put on the
Oh,
nipples,
what?
and it tingles and it's great
Oh
and
my
it's
god,
flavored.
I love this. Wait,
Wow.
why don't I know? So
We have
do
some
we?
right over there.
Okay,
Yeah.
can we put some on my nipples right now? Maybe
Because-
later. So you,
know,
blow
because
on
a
it.
lot of because some
This
women they can
one
orgasm from
is
just touching
raspberry.
their nipples. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Or you can put it on your lips too. It makes
It was
when
crazy
you go
though.
give a blowjob, so it tastes better. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, no. Some people just like to put it on their lips
'Cause it tingles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we have a tingle party right now and open this?
Okay,
Can we do this?
let's do it. A tingle party. I
So
like it.
I love everything nipples because I've never had a nipple orgasm.
You haven't?
No.
Oh.
Have you? Apparently.
I haven't had a full nipple orgasm, but it's gotten me very close. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like a goal.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I'm kind of weird because, like, okay, everybody in my life, I'm married now, but prior to, some people will pass, relationships. Could lick my nipples and it didn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then some people do it and it's just, it sends a tingle
good.
up and down your
Yeah.
spine.
Right.
You know?
It could be chemistry. It could be because they're not lapping at it like a dog, but they're
Yeah.
slowly
Yes.
building around the nipples,
Yeah.
breathing
Yeah.
on it. So okay, let's go back to what you were just saying. So this bedroom candy, I need glasses. It's a whole new thing. It's really fun. It's a whole new fun part of my life. So it's tingle lip and nipple balm. Oh my god, I love this. So you put it on. So it's tingles, but then if someone blows on it, it's even more enhanced. But you could use it on your own too.
Yeah. But
Hi.
it's great.
Oh my god.
But it
It's
is
flavored.
it is so crazy just to go back like
Go back
when
to
we
the
f-
nipple
when we-
orgasm.
well, to nipple orgasm, yeah, I some women can orgasm from that, but I just want to say just a line in general when we first met you and you had a couple items like I walked in and just there's a whole table of stuff. Do you have some favorites that you want to shout out?
Yes, I do
Yeah.
have a favorite. Well, I have many favorites.
Yeah.
But okay, of course, I always love our Candy Kisses, which is the lipstick.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a go-to for anybody.
Yeah.
That is my go-to. I buy that for gifts for friends.
Nice.
It is just because it's incognito. It actually looks like a lipstick.
Yeah, it really does, and
And it's powerful.
it's powerful. It has it has different settings that you would love, and then for people who have kids, you don't have to worry about them finding it and being like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's real easy to be
Yeah.
discreet with.
My lips are tingling.
Oh,
Does anyone want to blow on them?
Huh?
No, that's cool.
no,
I got it.
no.
No, don't do that. I'm joking. Don't
One
blow
of
my
my
lips.
other favorites is the Turbo. It's one of our newer ones.
Oh.
I don't know it.
It's strong. It's a little thick, and I just love it.
It's
Yeah.
insertable, like G-spot.
Yeah, it's insertable. yeah.
Okay.
And then I also love the Cuddle because it has a little curve to it.
Oh.
So I
like
love
the
that
Cuddle.
one. And I mean the happiness and joy is always one of my favorites because it vibrates to music.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you really want to be adventurous.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
You put your
But
music in.
some of the non-vibe products that we have that I think are great, like, okay, they're going to show on the Housewives
Oh, good.
on the next episode where Todd and I are having like a little fun time,
Nice.
we bring out the bedroom candy body chocolate. It's chocolate body paint. And basically, we give you the brush along with it, but you can warm the chocolate up.
Oh, nice.
And you can, like, I like it when he kind of paints his name or whatever he wants on and licks it off. It is so good.
That's so
yeah,
hot.
so good. Or either like our candles. I always tell people you have to have our melting massage oil candles because it goes straight from, you light them up. We call them light my fire. You light them up. We have different flavors. And when it melts, you can pour it directly on the skin and it won't burn.
Right. People think it's waxy and
yeah,
hot.
it's not. It turns into massage oil and you massage it in and it feels so good and you can lick it off. It's just so great.
Oh my God.
Awesome.
And you test them all out first.
Yeah. Okay, I'm the master beta tester.
Exactly. Same. I get it. That's hot. See, it's foreplay. That's what we need.
Okay, so I know that Todd knew you a little before you guys started dating. Did he embrace all this stuff right away?
That was my next question too.
Yeah.
Dating was hard.
Or
with
was
this
he a
stuff.
little scared? I'm keeping 100. I would be scared. I'd be a little when he started busting out the whole line.
No, I think that he had some chicks who probably were freakier than I was before he met me. So he was open to
He was all about it?
Yeah, he was all about it.
All right.
It's almost like you can't be with someone who's not at this point, right, in life.
I would be bored if I did not have a man who was, kind of open-minded to trying things in the bedroom. Like, definitely.
Right.
Like, even like when we first did our helping hand, which is like, our what do you call that for other companies where it's for the man. The man, he could insert himself in it. Yeah, the masturbation sleeve. Right. Okay. Well, ours is called helping hand.
Okay.
And so when I wanted to try it out. So I put a little lube in it. And see, ours has a hole on both sides. So as I'm using it on him and giving him a helping hand, I also have my mouth on the other end.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm able to catch the other side.
Right.
It's awesome. He
It's
loves
like
it.
right. It's like the blowjob helper. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So for women who have a problem with catching their man's cum in their mouth,
Right.
they can catch it inside the sleeve, and it will still feel good to him because it feels
Yeah,
like a vagina.
right. It's happening.
Wow.
Do you know what I thought you were going to say there? And you're comfortable talking about this stuff, but a question I get asked all the time, especially at Thanksgiving dinner, which was interesting with like a generation of women. I was with a bunch of friends. It was like a grandmother, a mother, a daughter. And they were like, blowjobs, so exhausting. Like, I just want it to be over with. My jaw hurts. Right? Do you get asked that? They're like, I don't want to do it. It's not just the taste. It's everything.
Right. But see, that's the problem. If you don't like doing it, then you're not going to be good at it.
Yeah.
But that's why I also tell people who don't like giving a blowjob to their man, they definitely need to get like our bedroom candy helping hand, because then you could play with his penis. Only you don't have to totally suck the whole time, and he's still into it. He feels good, and you could. It gives you something.
It's like a hack. It's like a blowjob hack.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for me, I love to do it. I love to give my
do
man
too.
head, and he loves it, and it's great.
Right. That's good. Right. You're fine. But
cool.
right. Exactly. You got.
I'm sure he's super happy now.
But it is kind of the top things. What are the other I'm just always wondering, because it's so nice to talk to another woman who's in this world of sex. But what are some of the questions that come up, like maybe at the parties or just in your life? Like, is there like a common question that when your girlfriends are like, Kandi, gotta talk to you about blank? Like, what comes up lately?
Well, I mean, speaking of, we just talked about giving head, but receiving it.
Yeah.
I had a friend who actually told me that she did not like when her man gave her oral sex.
Yeah.
I said, that's because he doesn't know what he's doing. It's no way.
You're speaking to Emily's heart, by the way.
Yeah.
Right now.
No, if a woman,
She's all about it.
I'm all about oral sex.
I'm like, come on, you gotta be like, okay, at this point, you might need to try somebody out.
Right.
Or how about you get some, educational tools, or listen to Sex with Emily so she can tell you exactly where you need to go with this.
Right.
Because, to me, oral sex is just part of foreplay. Like, that's a natural part of foreplay.
Right.
And I hate when people are not open to it. It just
right.
bothers me.
And so the women, I hear that from women all the time. Like, in fact, recently a friend was like, she's like, I used to love it. She's been with her husband for a while now, probably 20 years. She's like, I used to love it, but now I just like, when he goes down there, it just doesn't feel good anymore. And I think there's so much about, she's probably stressed about the kids and like you got to kind of relax into your, I know, but it's like, it's going to take a while.
This is when it doesn't take a while. And that's why I say, like, for me, like, I love to have like either candy kisses or even like like the other one I was telling you about, the turbo.
Right.
Like, I like to have a vibe inserted in while he's licking my clit.
Right.
When I tell you, it's like,
right.
It's like heaven opened up its doors and I floated up.
Exactly.
So it will definitely make it go by quicker and faster. So for instance, if you are somebody who doesn't like giving oral sex to a woman, but you know that's what your woman likes,
right?
Then it would help you to have a toy insert it in while you're giving oral sex, because it will make it go by really quick,
right?
And she'll just melt.
Exactly. Or and also you could use a clitoral toy. I mean, he could still be using his fingers and also use a clitoral toy.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, and then anything, just use a toy.
Use a toy.
Something. And I think some women too, and this goes back to the and I think, again, this is why I love the idea of having group parties. I've been wanting to do them. Like, I was even talking to people. I was like, we should do one here, because my friends are always like, can I come look at your, because that whole closet behind you is like filled with toys.
Well, we should join up and have a party together.
I would love that, because I'm just like, because I truly, my heart, thank God, after 11 years, I want to help every single woman. Like, I'm at the dry cleaner. I'm like, you haven't had an orgasm? Can I bring you back a toy? Like, I want to help people, but I feel like a lot of it is self-confidence. And there's a lot of women who don't have that confidence in their body. They don't feel sexy. There's still insecurities about, they might not want oral because they think that something's wrong down there.
No. As long as you keep it clean and it smells good, okay, let's work with it.
Right.
Now, if it doesn't smell good or it doesn't, you might need to go and get it checked or whatever.
Right.
And we also have other products that are good, body safe products that will keep you clean and fresh.
Right.
Okay, but with that being said, I feel like if you are a person who's insecure about your look, if you are there with somebody who wants to be with you, stop being insecure. Because there are girls who are drop dead gorgeous they don't have anybody. You are there with somebody who wants to be with you at that moment.
He's there. He's not thinking, oh, that lip is a little.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I mean, sometimes I feel like, my body isn't where I want it to be or whatever. And so what? Who cares? He's still loving it. It feels good to him. And I'm going to give it to him like I know it's the best thing popping.
Exactly. Mindset.
That's what makes it sexy. If you come in the room and you're confident and you feel like you're putting it down, then he's going to feel like he's doing it.
Exactly. You got to just...
I've said it forever. Like, guys are so simple, like, don't overthink. Like, they're not thinking about so many things that you're thinking.
No.
We're
We're so worried. He's going to notice I got this little dimple here. My left breast is bigger than my right.
He doesn't notice anything.
You're in bed with him. He's really turned on right now. And that's the last thing he's waiting for your lips to get around his penis, and he's waiting for it inside you.
Exactly.
That's not on his mind.
And come with the best tricks. Hello. Come with the best tricks. Give the best head. Ride the best dick. You just gotta be good.
That is a good, when we come back, we're taking a quick break. I want to hear your best tricks. Okay. Big shout out to our sponsors. Thank you everyone for supporting our sponsors. We love you. And we'll be right back with Kandi's best BJ tricks. I love it. I've got the solution to a problem that more than 30 million women encounter in their life. I bet you know what it is. You've probably experienced it yourself. I know I have, and I know at least some of you have because you email me about it all the time. Yep, it's your ever-changing libido. Did you guess it? Not too long ago, I introduced you to Fiera, a brand new consumer device designed by a team of medical professionals to help women concerned with changes in libido or sexual arousal. The makers of the product asked me to try it for myself and experience its natural approach to sparking arousal, which I did, but we'll get to that in a second. The first thing you should know, Fiera is a one-of-a-kind product that gently stimulates the clitoris with mild suction. It's not a vibrator or pleasure product, so it's not made to bring you to orgasm. Just get you warmed up for intimacy with a partner or for solo play. You simply position it over your clitoris, and the mild suction holds it in place using a soft silicone seal. After a few minutes, the pressure begins to enhance blood flow, a major factor needed to turn you on physically and mentally. This product really works. I mean, it's been studied and tested more than any other consumer product I know of. 89% of women in their study reported to be in the mood after using Fear regularly. 93% felt they were excited and ready for sex, and a whopping 96% said they were looking forward to being intimate again. How do you like those numbers? Based on my own experience, I can tell you that the study results don't lie. I felt the same way. I've definitely noticed a spark in my arousal since I've been using it. But like a good exercise routine, you have to give it a chance to feel the results. I recommend you use it at least 4 times in the first month to really feel the benefit. Fiera is perfect for women who are looking to increase their sexual arousal without drugs or hormone therapy. It's safe, easy to use, and for a limited time, Sex with Emily listeners can save $50 on a Fiera of their own. To order, click on the Fiera banner on my website or visit Fiera.com. That's Fiera.com and enter code SWE2016 at checkout. This discount is only good until December 31st, so don't wait. Okay, everyone, thanks for listening to Sex with Emily. We are back with Kandi Burruss from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she's got her candy line, Bedroom Candy. Okay, let's talk about riding it and doing it right and some of the best tricks. You said women got to come armed with tricks.
Yes, I do think.
What's your
you
best
want to keep
tricks?
things spicy and new and different. You don't want to get monotonous because it gets boring.
Right.
You want to just sometimes do something unexpected. Okay, so okay, and this is one that I personally loved when it was done to me before.
Ooh,
you know. Okay, so this is something simple. Let's say you run him a bath, right? But you tie something, blindfold him. Then you bring in a tray, and it has to have like a cup of whipped cream, a cup of chocolate, and a cup of caramel. And then you have, different fruit, right? So you could dip a piece of banana in the chocolate and feed it to him. He doesn't know what's coming. Then you dip the strawberry and whipped cream and feed it to him. Then you dip something else in, another fruit in there, and you feed it to him. The next thing, you dip your finger in the chocolate and put it in his mouth. And he's like, whoa, what was that? That was not fruit.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, then you go back to the fruit, and then you come back with the nipple. That's covered in whipped cream.
Oh, my God.
So he's like, it's like a surprise. Every time something comes in his mouth, it's something that's a surprise.
Wait, I love this tip.
Yeah.
This is so good because I'm always talking about blindfolds, but I'm always saying doing by the bed with like maybe some ice and different sensations. But I love the fruit and the dipping and the. Can you use your candy chocolate sauce?
Yes, you can. I mean, the bedroom candy body paint. You can use the chocolate sauce for anything because it's edible. It's vegan friendly. Okay, all of our products are, so check it out. But yeah. It's something simple that's easy to do. Yeah.
And then it's really just about variety and doing something different. Like how many guys have had that done to them? Like
not
none.
a lot.
Probably not. And then the other one.
Men's like feed me pizza with the blindfold.
Do a pizza and then Taco Bell.
I'm not sure if you've heard this one before, but I told somebody else this recently. It's like you could take like either a peach or you can take a pineapple, but you just cut it all around, shave it around, and then cut a hole in the center.
Okay.
Warm it up a little and stick it. When you're giving your man head, you stick his penis in the middle of the fruit. And you use it just like you would use the helping hand. You'll, jack him off with it while you're giving him head.
Wow.
And so it tastes good because it's sweet. So like, let's say we use the pineapple. You're sticking you're sticking his dick inside of a warm pineapple and you're giving him head with it.
What?
Wow.
It's great, right?
I thought like it might have been an Atlanta thing, George's Peaches, I never
but a
even heard that.
pineapple.
No,
just make sure it's not
so
too
good.
hot when you warm it
No,
up.
right. You don't want to do it too hot. That's amazing. So because it tastes
I
good. Because
support
if you're
it.
not,
He
would
said I support
you'd
it.
want a pineapple BJ.
Well, I'm sure because you warm it up, I'm sure it feels really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Again, but if
God,
you don't
Candy,
warm it
I
up
didn't
too
know this.
much.
Because it makes
Yeah.
it
Test it
softer.
first.
Yeah.
It makes the fruit get a little soft, so it's easy to mold around his penis, and you just can.
Right.
Yeah.
And you could just use it and go up and down, and then it tastes good. If you're like, if you don't love the taste of his semen, for example, it will taste like pineapple
Yeah.
at the end. You just get some juices in it. Those are some good tips. I agree. Just update your toolkit.
Yeah.
Like update, it doesn't take much. Like if you've been with someone for a while and you keep we all kind of fall into our ruts. We're doing the same things. And you do one day you show up with a warm peach.
Yeah.
You get points there.
Yeah.
You got a blowjob to remember, one for the books.
Yeah, and I think
He's gonna tell
sometimes
all his friends.
sex can start before we even get home, right? So like we have our bedroom candy, Control Me, which is like it's like a little vibe that sits inside of the pocket of your panties, right? But it comes with a remote. So let's say you put the panties on with the vibrator and then you give your man the remote as you walk out the door and say, "Control me."
Oh.
And so every time he feels like it, he can turn you on. Literally.
Right. Literally, I love the
He can turn
vibrating
you
panties.
on.
We've always
And it
talked about that. I
vibrates.
didn't know that you had the. You guys really, like, you're right, Menace. When it was like 3 toys and now it's like 500.
Yeah.
I love the vibrating panty trick because that is, it's so fun at a party. It's like foreplay.
Well,
And then you get home,
Yeah.
like,
and nobody else in the room knows that you two are playing this little game with each other.
Yeah.
right.
You know?
If people want to
So-
see what we're talking about, what's the
Yeah, what is-
website?
Oh, it's bedroomcandy.com and it's
Right.
KANDI.
All right.
Bedroom
Bedroom
Candy.
So
Candy.
people can
.com.
browse the website as we
Yeah.
as we talk.
And they could also host their own parties, which I want
Yeah.
to talk to you about. I want to do one. Like, I just
Well,
want to do
I would love for you to have one, and I want to be there so we can.
Will you
be
come?
huge.
Do you come back to
together.
LA? Often?
Yeah,
You're
I
here,
mean,
right?
I would come for that.
You come for
Yeah.
a bedroom candy party, and I'm sure you will come too. So,
Yeah.
and if people are interested, also, I know I just heard about this that they could host their own parties. They could become a bedroom candy.
Yeah, if you want to
Rep.
become a bedroom candy consultant, honestly, it is a great idea because I mean you can make up to 60% of whatever you sell. So it's a lot of consultants there out here, that have been with us that have been able to make that their business,
Yeah.
so that they don't have to work for anyone else. They have bedroom candy,
Right.
or
That's
even
awesome.
as their side business to totally pay off their debt and all that stuff.
And how fun is that if you get to it's like you're inviting all your friends over.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of bit I just know from my life. It will grow. You'll tell all your other friends. You sit down, you have some champagne, you invite friends over, and you're showing them these toys. So that would be bedroomcandy.com with a K. And then if you go /Emily, we have this. We just found this out that if you want to sign up as a consultant, and if you enter code Emily30 at checkout, you can save 30% off your starter kit. So you can just try it out. You can just see how are all my friends going to buy these toys? And I can tell you that wherever I've gone in the world, all my friends, there's been nobody, even the ones I'm like, they'll never be into this. They're the ones who want.
Yeah,
toys.
I mean, it's so funny because it's like, most people that become consultants, they'll start off with just their personal friends. And they're like, okay, but you never have a party where you don't sell anything.
Right.
Like it's as long as you're having fun, everybody's open to try something.
Right.
And
Yeah.
we have more than just, the actual toys. We have the candles that I was talking about that melt and turn into massage oil. We have the body chocolate. We have so
And
many
you have stuff
things.
for men now too. A lot of really cool men products
Ooh,
too.
yes.
Like the lubes and
yes, we have a
body-
lot of great things. We even have some anal play toys.
Anal's huge. Okay, so I've been talking about anal obviously for a long time and saying prostate, like men, figure out your prostate. It's there. Like, what if you're on your deathbed and you're like, oh my god, that felt amazing. And my whole life I could have been having this prostate orgasm.
Yeah, some men are not open to that.
True.
And I don't feel like you should force it on anybody. But if they are open to it,
Oh, they fully
have the-
embrace it.
I feel like everyone wants.
I was listening to Howard Stern, and there's another radio host. He's like professional skateboarder back in the day. He's a crazy guy. His name's Jason Ellis, and he started embracing it, and now he was like all about it.
That's all the time. I was on his show, and he's like, "That's like that." The first thing he was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah." So last night, my girlfriend was sticking her finger on my butt. Good for you. How was that for you? Tell me more.
Yeah, and then there's
It is not for everybody though, and you got to
it's
tread
not for
lightly and know what
everybody.
you're doing.
They're talking
But
about pegging and all kinds of stuff.
pegging's a whole new thing.
We actually
Skin.
have
coming.
a couple of same-sex toys that's coming, but we have the what is it? Strapless strap-on that's coming.
What is it? Suction to your pubic mound?
No, it's actually it's a little piece that will insert inside the giver's
Okay.
vagina, and when
Oh.
she's giving,
Wow.
So it
So
vibrates in front of
it
her.
can vibrate to both.
Oh yeah, like a
nice.
double. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like curved.
Yes.
So-
No, I've seen those. I've heard of those.
Yeah.
That's
Just take it to the next level.
Menace. What do you want? You can take something home with you. This is fun. Oh my god, I love this. Okay. Do you want to? You're here. I'm going to have you help us answer some questions. We
Okay.
get a lot of questions from listeners,
Mhm.
and we love having people help us out. So, thank you everybody for emailing me feedback. Oh no, actually, here's how you do it now.
All right.
If you have a question you want me to answer on the show, Love that. And now it's easier than ever. Go to sexwithemily.com and we got a drop down. Go to Ask Emily, and now you can ask the question straight from the site. And you can also say, check, I'd like to be called. We're setting up phone calls now, so we can start setting up a time. Assistant producer Eddie will call you, and we'll take your call on the show.
Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's cool.
So, and you can also leave us a voicemail, 818-ASK-SWE1. And as always, we love when you include your name, your age, where you live, and how you listen to the show. Okay. Oh, first one's about sex toys. How about that? Hey, Dr. Emily, I've been listening to your show for the past few months. I love it. My question is this. My boyfriend of almost 2 years is skittish about sex toys. He thinks I want them because I'm bored in the bedroom. Right? He thinks if I want a toy, that means he's not doing a good job in the bedroom. Truth is, he's doing a great job. He brings me to orgasm so much more than any previous relationships, including my ex-husband, who was very, very giving in bed. I used to have a ton of toys, but I've since got rid of them since they were fairly outdated, used with previous partners, and just antiquated. I want the We Vibe Touch, the Womanizer, some others, and he's so afraid that it's because I'm unsatisfied. What would you suggest to help lubricate him toward the idea? Thanks so much. Mary, age 35, from Guam, but living in Indiana, the whitest state in the country. I listened to the podcast on an Android. You know what I found so funny about this is, after 11 years, this was the question I got asked. I used to have to, my caveat, anytime before I talked about a toy, I was like, okay, guys, it's not going to replace you. It can't cuddle.
Exactly.
But so when this still comes up, it's like, oh, interesting. And I understand it. A lot of men are, threatened by it. And I get that he's worried that he's not being satisfied. He's going to be replaced. And I saw Candy's eyes were like, really? This same thing?
I get this question a million times a day.
I'd love to. Okay, so I'd love to hear. I talk about it. I would love to hear what you say to these people.
Well, I mean, I totally agree with you about saying, that this is not to replace you. It's just only to add some spice.
Enhance you.
Enhance you. So the thing that I always tell women is if you want to introduce one, introduce something that absolutely will not intimidate him at all. So that's why the Candy Kisses, the one that looks like the lipstick, is the perfect one. Because when a man sees it, he's like, oh, it's a cute little lipstick. He's like, oh, yeah, it's not a big deal because it doesn't even compare to him physically. It's not big. It's not, but it gives you a little bit of that power that you need. So, if you tell him, babe, I just want, while you kissing me down there, I want you to play with it. I mean, play with me down there while you're kissing it.
Right.
He won't mind doing it because it's just like, oh, this is my wife's little lipstick. Oh, it's no big deal. And then he'll start seeing your reaction, and that will make him like it more. Or either like the vibrating panties. That's an introduction.
Exactly.
But we have some, powerful toys, like, say, for instance, the hip hop, or even with the Make Me Over, which looks like a makeup compact, which will allow him to say, when it has the little handle, just like how a makeup compact is, when it's like a powder puff that has a handle on it. Well, when he puts his hand on it, he can be hitting you from the back while he's holding it up against the front of you.
Right.
I mean, I like your advice starting off really small, because as a man, I think sex toys like huge dicks.
You're thinking a big dildo phallic thing coming
Exactly. And it never, so guys will get intimidated by that. They're like, wait a minute,
what?
I'm here. What do you need that for?
Exactly.
But if it's something small, they won't mind it. Now, another thing is, like, say, for instance, our hip hop, it's kind of strong, right? But like, say, for instance, when you're giving your man head, he sees this small little, hip hop toy that we have, right? But if you let the vibration be under your chin, and he feels it at the base of his penis while you're giving him head, or at the his balls, and he's feeling the vibration, he's gonna be like, oh my God, this feels good, because it's like
subtle,
but it's intense. You're giving head, and he feels the vibration as well.
Right. Men like the vibrations too. They just don't know it yet sometimes.
Yeah,
I think that's true. I feel like it's just, like I always say, it's like an accoutrement. I mean, it's not like it's replacing you. It's like if you had this hot fudge sundae and you like your hot fudge sundae, and you're getting it, you get the cherries, you get the whipped cream, you've got the ice cream, and it's great, and you're like enjoying it. And someone's like, you want to try a few sprinkles? You're like, oh yeah, that's really good too. It's not better, but there were some sprinkles on it. You're adding to it. It's not.
A girl, get one of those, a little strong vibe, and put it on the side of your mouth while you're giving it head, and he feels that vibration coming through your mouth. He's like, whoa, So let's keep this toy
right.
around.
And the lipstick one is good for that too. No, I agree. And that's what I just try to explain. Right. You do the lipstick, you do the thing, and don't bring anything that's larger than he is or anything. Yeah, nothing phallic. There's a lot of great options now. So that's what you got to do. Another question. What we can say?
It's crazy that that's little, comment of starting off small. Like, I don't think we've ever talked about that before.
Oh, really?
Because immediately, like, bringing sex toys in a relationship, like I said before, I just think huge vibrators, anything like that. Never thought about, like, okay, yeah, we can start off with something, like, really small,
right.
like lipstick or
things no,
like
we say, like,
yeah.
a little tiny
I'm thinking,
bullet.
like, rabbit, like,
dude, no,
all this crazy.
Do not walk in with your rabbit. Like, don't walk. No, nothing phallic. Actually, nothing phallic.
Like,
I say no phallic. One penis in the room.
Yeah.
His penis.
It never occurred to me as something that small.
Yeah,
it's
good.
always something
I love
big.
that you're still learning.
See? Yeah,
so
crazy.
good, honey. Welcome. Good. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let us know how that goes, Mary, but go for it. Don't just throw away your toy.
It's crazy that she mentioned that she's from Guam because my buddy's married to a nice lady from Guam, and he says that girls from Guam are like the biggest freaks on the planet.
Really?
They're super freaky. In
Are
bed.
you serious?
What
Like,
else
yeah,
are
you
they
gotta
gonna
get
do in
yourself a girl
Guam?
from Guam. They're super freaks.
What else?
I
And
don't
now
know.
she's stuck with a boring guy.
I
Now she's in
know.
Indiana, though. She's from Guam to Indiana.
She's gonna change him after listening to the show.
Yeah,
right?
she is. I hope
right.
so. And also, I always tell people, you guys, if you're with your partner and you're having a hard time, like kind of having that conversation, and we talk a lot about communication on the show, listen to the show together.
Yeah.
Mary, he doesn't have to listen to this one because you talked about him, but we've got thousands of other podcasts that
I agree.
it's just a bridge. Just, you
Yeah.
know, you don't have to
Start
bring
off
it up.
with that lipstick.
Okay. We'll give you 1, 2 minutes.
All right. good.
Okay. So let's get to another one here. Dear Emily, I was married for 27 years. I've had some health issues and I'm unable to exercise. I still don't consider myself fat. I know I'm pretty. However, I do have a lot of cellulite on my legs and very flat chested. I'm so self-conscious of this. I want to date. I do it quite often, but I'm afraid to go to the next step of having sex because I'm afraid of looking less in their eyes. I love sex, and I would like to do fun, interesting things. I haven't in my 27-year marriage, but can't get over this. Any suggestions to help me through this?
In her 27-year
Well, I think
marriage,
she's
she
divorced.
think he doesn't
She
know
was
she's
mar-
flat.
No, she's married now. No, she's divorced now. She was married for 27 years. That was a little
okay.
confusing. So now she's 57.
Okay.
And she's trying to get out there and date again and not feeling great about herself.
It's what we talked about earlier.
Confidence,
Guys
loving
don't
your body.
care.
They sure
guys
don't.
And the
don't
guys
care.
They don't.
What do you think
Yeah.
they are gonna dislike more? Not ever having sex, or just knowing that you have flat boobs? I
Right.
think
Yeah.
he'd be more angry about not having sex.
I know, right?
We're in our heads. We're our worst critics.
Yeah.
We're judging.
Guys don't care.
Yeah, once he's inside of there, he's good.
Whatever. You
Yeah.
got
Right.
him.
So she's just putting a lot of pressure on herself because she's just getting back into the dating scene if that wasn't clear. So I'd say just take some time too before, till you trust a guy, till you know someone. You don't have to have sex right away. And work on masturbation. I mean, for me, like when I'm going through, I'm not dating or it's been a while, but when I'm just not feeling, I masturbate a lot. I get my mojo back on my own, and you start feeling good and knowing your body and feel that sexual energy flowing. Because when it's shut down, it's shut down.
Yeah.
So make sure you're with somebody you trust. Start masturbating, loving your body, looking in the mirror, being like, walk around naked. I'm telling you this works. These exercises work when you're naked and you're like, I am beautiful. Just say it until you believe it. It will work. It does.
Or you can just go outside and you'll have guys firing on you. And it'll be okay. You'll be all right.
Oh, okay. One more question?
All right.
You
What
good?
do you got?
Okay. Hey, Emily, my wife and I have a pretty steamy sex life that's almost 100% of the time comes at my prompting and suggestion. How do I convey to my wife that when she initiates the acts I love, it makes sex 1,000 times hotter? I'm always prompting her, hinting her to do things I love, while also being considerate of her needs and not asking of it too much. I've told her several times that when she spontaneously offers to do an act I love, it just makes me wild about her. Mind you, I'm not asking for these things daily or even weekly, yet I'm always having to ask or suggest. What do I do? Will, age 31. So, it sounds like he's having great sex. Like when the sex happens, it's great, but he wants her to initiate sex more. And I can see what he's saying is that like hinting. He says he's hinting. Sometimes hinting doesn't always do the trick. And I think that a lot of couples fall into this rut because they say, well, I told him, I told her I needed this. this is a new behavior. We're trying to teach someone how to initiate. For whatever reason, she's not comfortable initiating. A lot of times men aren't comfortable initiating. We hear the same things. And so he kind of has to break it down for her. I think he's got to say, I've told you in the past, I love when you initiate sex with me and I look forward to it. And here's what it might look like for me. He can even tell her, like, when you come home, like, this would be like, or when she gets her, you'd be like, God, right now, if you came over and like started kissing me, like, that would feel good. Or he could hint to her, text her in the middle of the day.
But I thought he said he told her already.
Yeah, well, it sounds like he's dancing around everything.
Yeah.
Let me ask Kandi, okay, what about if, it sounds like he's dancing around the subject by hinting everything. What about if a guy just came straight up to you and we're like, all right, this is the deal. You're not initiating. Like, would you be off-putted by that if he was just straightforward?
Because that's my husband, so I mean, you just have to accept it if he tells you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, my husband and I, we've gone back and forth with that. Like, I'm tired of being the one who's initiating.
Right.
You need to initiate, and back and forth. So, you definitely have to continue to say what you want, and maybe you should. Maybe, like you said, maybe he should drop off a gift of something that he wants her to wear.
Right, right. I've been thinking about you all day in this. Like, I would love you to come home and be wearing this. Be wearing this outfit.
Why don't you have that on when I get there?
Yeah, little suggestions.
Yeah.
And I think that the other thing is that he can also go further to say that it's not only that I like kind of want it, I actually require it. I actually need it from you. It would make me feel really, really good if you came in, because when you do that, it makes me. I know, like. Be hard will, you maybe not use this verbiage, but it makes me feel desired. And so this got me thinking that I'm needing these things from you. What might you be needing from me in our sex life? Like, this might be a great way for them to start talking about sex.
Yeah, that sounds like a therapy session. What might you need from me?
Okay.
You have to be like.
But listen, these hinting, you gotta have therapy.
He has to be a man, like, not demanding, but like.
Yeah, I think he, it's like I like what you said before. He should text her and be like, hey, when I get home, I want you to have on that thing that I love that you wear, and
drop to your knees.
I want you to drop to your knees.
Yeah,
and pull
be more
it out.
direct, but not demanding.
Be direct. See what she says.
Yeah.
These
are right, exactly, because he's hinting.
If she's
Hinting
not
doesn't work.
responding, check her phone, seeing who she's texting.
Nah, who she's banging? Who else she banging? Yeah. But the thing is that I think that the main point is you're right. I get therapized. That's what I do, and I want couples to talk because they don't know how to talk about it. But I also don't. Couples get very frustrated because they think a hint and talking about it 1, 2, even 3 times is going to change a lifelong behavior. Maybe she's never initiated sex in her life. She's never done it.
Or maybe they should make it a game. Make it a game.
Yeah.
Be like, every other Wednesday, you're going to have to come up with a different way to turn me on.
Yeah.
And this is a game.
I love it. Put it on the calendar.
Say who does it the best. And so it's like a competition at that point for her to figure out ways to outdo him.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. And you guys could track it. There's probably an app for that. Yeah. I don't know. Put it on the calendar, right? Yeah. And then again, with so many great products out there, it's like one night, like they're putting this on and they're like tickling the strut. What is this?
Kiss and tingle.
Yeah, kiss and tingle. Like, I want this every night, but maybe one night, like if you just go shopping and you're using, like, really, you have products. Like, we're gonna try out the vibrating panties on Saturday night. Hi, like that's what you do.
Yeah.
Have some fun with sex, people. That's just what I want. We make it so difficult.
For 2017, I say we have to have a game every Wednesday, and it's a competition. And every month, we're gonna figure out who does it best.
Yeah, I like
the
that.
The ladies or the men.
I think we should launch a sex dummy game like that, sponsored by Bedroom Candy. Use some of these toys. This is awesome. Thank you so much for your tips and. This is amazing.
You.
And you're like, what? Yeah. No, you've already been great.
Am I in trouble?
Thank you so much.
You have been amazing. And I'm so glad you're here. I'm so proud of all the work you're doing. It's amazing. I love your Bedroom Candy line. I love all your success in Real Housewives, just all your businesses, and you're just a great role model. And I love that you're here. And I really, I want people to check this out, because I actually do want to do a party here. I was talking to some people, like work with you, Brian. So I was like, why aren't I doing parties? Like, it helps people and your friends. It's a way to get together with people, become a representative of the Bedroom Candy line, which I literally just try it once. And I swear to God, like, you might be quitting your day job if you even want to do that, which most people do. Okay. And if you're interested in having a Bedroom Candy party of your own, or just want to learn more about it, bedroomcandy.com/Emily. And apparently till February, code Emily30 at checkout, and you save 30% on your starter kit, or just check out these cool products because they're awesome. One more thing, Kandi, before you go, I got 5 questions for you. Rapid fire, we ask all of our guests.
Okay.
Here
All right.
we go. Okay. Kandi, what's your biggest turn on?
You mean in another person or what they're doing to me?
Anything. Just what? Yeah, either.
Oh, licking on my nipples or eating my pussy.
I almost could end here, but biggest turn off.
A person who doesn't know how to eat pussy.
Are we sisters? Craziest place you've ever gotten busy?
I don't know. That's a good. Oh, out in a park.
Okay.
Like just outside.
Yeah, picnic, park. Having a picnic, I've done that too. Park. Sexiest word to you?
Wet.
What?
What?
Wet.
Wet.
What?
I thought you said wet. Wet.
It's
Wet.
a southern accent.
Yeah.
Wet. It is a southern accent. What's the one thing you wish you could tell men about female pleasure that you think all men need to know?
Take your time. Don't rush it. Kiss softly. And never put a dry finger in a woman. Always lick your
And
fingers.
scene. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Kandi. And people can find you. Tell me all your social media. It'll all be on our website too, but you're at Kandi everywhere.
I'm at Kandi on Twitter and Instagram. My Facebook does have Kandi Burruss, which my last name is Burruss. But yeah,
Everywhere. And we got it all on the website. You can find Kandi.
Come find
Just
me.
Google Kandi. Even if you spell it
Google
wrong,
me.
it'll be Kandi. It'll come up. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Menace.
Thank you.
Find Menace at Menace.
At
Everywhere.
Menace, yeah.
And Sex with Emily. And thanks everyone for listening. Thank you to my amazing team. Thank you, Madison, Jamie, Eddie, Ken, Lori. I love you all. And thanks everyone for listening. Was it good for you? Email me, feedback@sexwithemily.com. All right, people. It's time to introduce you to something that combines 2 of my favorite topics, oral sex and lube. If you're not a fan of going down, no judgment. This is going to change the game for you. It's the brand new gelato collection of flavored lubes from Joe. These gelato flavors are delicious. I'm talking dessert-worthy good. Choose from creme brulee, hazelnut, mint chocolate, salted caramel, and tiramisu. Use them one at a time or combine them to create your own recipe. I've tried them all, and they're amazing. Like all Joe products, the gelato line is a premium lube you can trust. It's a flavored, water-based personal lubricant that is sugar-free, paraben-free, and the perfect addition to any and all forms of foreplay. So next time you're craving something sweet, skip the refrigerator and go straight to the bedroom. With Joe's Gelato Lube line, you are the dessert. Go to my site, click on the Gelato banner, or go to my store to shop the complete selection of Joe lubricants. There's a formulation for every occasion, trust me. So if you're ready to be dessert, order some gelato for yourself at sexwithemily.com today. Let's talk about the orgasm gap. You don't know what the orgasm gap is? Okay, so a little refresher. Men take anywhere between 6 to 8 minutes to orgasm during intercourse. Women, between 20 and 40 minutes. You see the issue here? There's like a gap. Even if you don't have an issue with premature ejaculation, the fact remains women take longer to achieve orgasm than men do. A lot longer. But you can take action. You can. For starters, more foreplay. Foreplay is not just a suggestion, it's actually mandatory. And to help you narrow the orgasm gap during intercourse even more, try Promescent. See, Promescent is a clinically proven, FDA-approved product that can significantly delay ejaculation. So, why is that a good thing? Because if you're able to last longer, you'll have less anxiety about performing. You can focus on being in the moment with your partner, enjoying sex instead of stressing about it. And your partner gets a benefit of a longer, more intense experience. Doesn't that sound much better? Does it sound more fun? No more gaps? A lot more sex? A lot more orgasms? God, this sounds good. Promescent is a topical spray that gets applied to the penis to improve a man's stamina. Unlike common delay sprays that make you numb, Promescent is quickly absorbed, allowing you to enjoy the sensations of sex. When used properly, it won't transfer to your partner, which, trust me, nobody likes. What other product can help you last longer, have better sex, reduce performance anxiety, and improve your relationship? Exactly, none. And it's easier to buy Promescent than ever before because now it's available at your local Rite Aid and Target too. That's right, you can run out, get some today. Of course, you can also click on the Promescent banner on my site or visit Promescent.com today.